Boundary conditions of our thinking. What are boundary conditions? Our boundary conditions are the conscious limits of our thinking, the edge of our known world. Another way to look at it is that it's the edge of our comfort zone, or the edge of what is familiar. When I'm coaching you, it's about assisting you to go beyond your limits. Because it is only going beyond your limits of what you know is that you will be able to find out what you don't know. Every result we get in our lives is based on what we know. For example, we know how to make $50,000 a year. If we knew how to make $300,000 a year, then we would be doing that. But the only reason we don't know how to make $300,000 a year is because we don't know. Yeah? If we know how to do this and we learn how to do this, then we can have that. Yeah? What's the difference between $300,000 and $3 million? It's just knowledge. If we don't know something, it's because it is outside what we know. It is outside our boundary conditions. To create transformation in any area of our life involves us finding ways to go beyond what we know to what is unknown. It is only in the unknown that the transformation that you or I desire is available. We must go beyond the boundary conditions of our thinking. I want you to imagine a circle, and within that circle, you could say it is the boundary conditions of our thinking. Outside of the circle, if you can mark some little X's outside the circle, which are just beyond the circle, these are called possibilities. Currently, the possibilities are beyond our boundary conditions of thinking, they're beyond the circle. So what happens is when we grow, the boundary conditions of our thinking expand until those possibilities are actually within our boundary conditions. Do you get where I'm going with this? So, how to move beyond the boundary conditions of your thinking? Expand your thoughts. Become self-aware of when you're using old thinking to deal with new and unfamiliar situations. Ask yourself different questions that focus less on the problem and more of what you need to learn, or need to learn to be able to manage. Learn that courage can only come through action. It does not arrive in the mail or just turn up one day. We must act. So even if you don't know all the information, it's really important to act, to take action. Because by taking action towards those possibilities that you're looking to learn and to have for yourself, you expand your boundary conditions. Recognize that fear is normal and that waiting for fear to disappear is like waiting for the impossible. The fear is always there, but so is courage. And when we act, we feel courage. It is impossible to have courage without taking action in the face of fear. Yeah? You can't just sit back and wait for courage before you take action. Do you get where I'm going with that? Here's a helpful self-awareness tip to catch yourself when you're getting stuck at a boundary condition. Whenever you say, I don't know, or you seem to be confused, it's time to get excited because you actually do know. Just beyond that I don't know is a new level of understanding, a new level of boundary condition. When you say the words I don't know, it means you've hit the boundary condition in terms of your understanding of whatever that is. So, the next thing you can ask yourself is, well, if I did know, what would the answer be? Or you could ask, what are the possibilities here? Or you could ask, what is the gift in this for me? Or you could say, how can I turn this around? Once you've answered this question, or questions in a way that works for you, ask more questions where your answer is, I don't know, and do the same thing. So you're constantly expanding your boundary conditions of your thinking. Yeah, by creating options, by creating possibilities. Celebrate when you get to the words, I don't know. Those are 3 magical words because you're about to have a breakthrough if you keep pushing through. In the past, when you said, I don't know, you would have backed off. But now it's a sign that you're on the cusp of expanding the boundary conditions of your thinking. It is only in the realm of what we don't know that the awesomeness of life is. If you go blank, you say those words, I don't know, celebrate. It's a good sign. It shows you've entered new territory, uncharted waters. And so you're going to have a breakthrough very soon. Just keep pushing through. Okay? So another thing you could ask yourself, if I did know the answer to this, what would it be? Then write down the answer. And then say, what else? What else could be the answer? What else could be the answer? What else could be the answer? Keep asking yourself those questions so that you expand and grow your boundary conditions. Thank you. Have an awesome day.